Good afternoon. It's Rob with Echo Fine Properties, and we're back. I always say that we're back. We're back again, highlighting another local business in our community. As you can see below me, Wisdom Yoga Wellness is the name of the business we're highlighting today. Another local business in our community that needs our support. We need to support local, support those who are in our community. So right now I'm going to throw it out to Homaira Mangal, real estate agent at Echo Fine Properties. Hey, Homaira, how are you?
Hey, Rob. Hey, Angela. Thanks for having us.
Yep. And also we're joined by Angela. She's the owner of Wisdom Yoga Wellness. So let's find out a little bit more. And Angela, I'm going to have you unmute your mic for me if you can, please. So Homaira, let's get right to it. Let's find out a little bit more about what Angela's business is all about.
Yeah, so I've been in the area for, 5+ years now. And I actually just heard of Angela's business. It's actually a very unique business because she does two different things, but they kind of intertwine with one another. So she is an esthetician, a master esthetician, but she's also a yoga instructor. So her studio that she has is kind of like a split purpose. And I'm going to give the floor to Angela so she can tell us a little bit about her business here. Oh, I think you're still muted. There you go.
Good? Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Angela Pantaleon. I'm here at the studio, and I'm very honored to be with you guys today. Thanks for inviting me to be part of this and to share what I have been doing for 16 years in my business. And I have been an esthetician for 26 years and a yoga instructor for about 20. But I've always practiced yoga, dance, martial arts, all these great forms of physical exercise and mental combined. And we are also a yoga school. We graduate people to become teachers with the Yoga Alliance of America. And I'm very passionate about both things that I do, which is yoga and facials. So I put it in my organic facials. I am Eminence Organic certified spa. And I have won few awards as a single esthetician and the best green spa in South and Central Florida. So I really am very motivated and encouraged by maintaining these standards of organic and cleanness. And obviously now with COVID and all this that's happening, I have to go a little above and beyond of all the cleaners that I've always did. So I want to show you around a little bit, and I'll tell you, when I do my facials and I take into the facial room, I will show you my new look, which I think is pretty interesting.
It looks so peaceful there already. I love the music. And
the courtyard is really nice. I'll show you. This is the courtyard, and you come in and you have the little pond.
Tell our viewers, where are you located exactly?
We are at US 1, on US 1, and it's on right just north of PGA Boulevard, about a quarter of a mile. So when you turn on US 1 from PGA, you just go in your first roundabout for U-turn on Juno Road to come back into the building. So you're going to pass the building and come back. We're across from Regents Bank. And right behind Dan's Fan, so there's a fan place, Dan's Fan City is right here in front of us. And since we are in the courtyard, people don't really know that we're here. So it's really a word of mouth, and it's one person bringing the other. And that's how I really like to keep it. Even more now with all that's happening, we want to keep it clean, we want to keep it private, we want to keep it safe for all our clients and students. We are back teaching yoga, but just, a couple of classes now. We put 6 people only in the room. Mm-hmm. So it's a big room, and we're adding maybe now one more person this coming week, so 7. And there is plenty of space here for a very good distancing. We've had everything hand-painted by tattoo artists. We've been in this location for 7 years now.
So I've seen that before. Is that the Om? Is that what that is?
That's an Om. Yeah, I had this Om, which is, the Om symbolizes what it was, what it is, and what it shall be. So it's really the sound of the universe in creation. It's, like you're standing on top of a mountain and you hear the sound of the wind, you feel the wind in your face, and that is a feeling of having that creation And since it represents the past, when you sing that song of Om, you bring yourself into those three stages of life. And then as you stay in quietude, you come back into the present, into the now, which is the only time that really matters. And with that, we just connect. We're able to connect ourselves with that through the breath, because the breath is the only vehicle that allows body, mind, and spirit to be in the same place at the same time.
So what type of yoga?
Mindfulness is really the main thing that we focus in our teachings here.
What type of yoga? Because I know there's different teachings of yoga, and different, like, the Bikram yoga, and so what kind of yoga?
We don't encourage any heat stimulant from outside. So even though we have a little bit of the vinyasa and a little bit of the poses, and we concentrate on from within. So I'm going to place a teaching. So you start breathing deeply, do some poses, practicing, and you start to sweat normally, like it should be. Some people like the inducive heat, and that's heat, but that's not what we teach. We teach yin yoga, yin, and a functional yin yoga focused on the 7 archetypals of the skeleton of our bodies. And we do different poses that will open up those different areas, such as groin, glutes, hip flexors, quads, hamstrings. So we focus on each pose, holding the poses from 3 to 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Because when you do that, you pass the muscle, you go into the fascia, and we do a myofascial release that way. So people that have injuries from the past and just don't know how to heal themselves and resorts to chiropractors and everything, I'm not saying that that's not good, but you have to just really focus on trying to find the healing and the space. You have to do that for your own body, right? So stretching in that manner, it just creates a different space and creates freedom. You feel a lot better. Even for people that do hard exercises, and I think that's phenomenal. Everybody should bring their bodies up. They should be stretching their body, also giving time and space for the body to heal. Mm-hmm. And to be ready for another more hard exercise. And then we teach Hatha Yoga, which is a slower form of flow for the body. We do a warrior pose, a triangle pose, you hold a little bit.
Hatha. In college, I took a course, and it was like my way of decompressing after, like, during finals. And I did really enjoy that, because I felt like it was like I'd walk in just tense, and I'd walk out just relaxed. And
and that's what I teach. Hatha, yin Hatha. Uh-huh. A yin pose, we stretch, we hold, we breathe into that pose, and then we go into a couple of movements, mm-hmm. To flow a little bit, maybe we have a yin yang, mm-hmm. and then we take another deep stretch, and then we come up, and always in all my class towards the end, I put a little lambada song, we just do a little dance and release everything, and then come down to relax. So this is the yoga part. We also have a teacher, he teaches Tri Yoga, which is very similar to yin yoga. So, our yoga is meditative, breathing, and to open up the space by releasing stress, by stretching the body to a place that you've never been before for a lot of people. Because mm-hmm. at home, you wouldn't hold the poses. Yeah. And then, again, you have to be guided to open different parts. You can't, a lot of times what someone does is that they're just stretching the hamstring, but they're not doing the archetypals for each type of the place in the body that needs to be stretched. So here I have crystals. I also do crystal healing and chakra balancing. Mm-hmm. All these crystals are from Brazil. Mm-hmm. And we have some educational videos and things that people want to assist. So I do chakra balancing with crystal healing, crystal healing. This is the Eminence Organic. Mm-hmm. I am, we have a licensed retailer to sell. So everything that comes in is fresh, comes directly from the manufacturer, doesn't sit, in any any warehouse or anything. So that's the thing. You can find some products.
You said is organic, right?
Organic, certified organic. Everything is, the content of these products have a lot of active ingredients. 97% of active ingredients. So you use very little, and the price points are amazing. A moisturizer, $50-something. You use that for 5 months. You never end up and say, this is the facial room. If you want, I can put on the big collar. I'm an advanced skincare esthetician, so I do a lot of medical esthetician here too.
What's like the trendiest procedure that people like to get? I've heard something about like a vampire facial. Is that like something that everyone is talking about, everyone wants to do, and what does that do for your skin?
Well, the vampire facial I actually have also worked in shows educating companies that have the microneedling and the microchanneling, and I demonstrate and educate the other estheticians and plastic surgeons to use those machines. So vampire facial and the microneedling is a little bit different. I believe in using a pen. I use a Swiss pen, and it has some LED lights work for hyperpigmentation, which is damage from the sun, and the other lights work for increasing the collagen. So microneedling and microchanneling are developed for that. Vampire facial is just a name. A lot of people, they take the blood out of your vein and mix it up and reapply on your skin. The way that I do it is that I take the blood out at that moment and I infuse that in putting back into the skin your own blood with stem cells. So this is a fibroblast treatment. You are doing a fibroblast. You're opening everything. You're taking into deep subcutaneous areas of the skin. And it's like almost like a personal trainer. Your cells, they're over there, having a little bit of chips and watching TV. They're not going to go up to surface after a certain age. As fast as we want to have the collagen and elastin. So microchanneling, microneedling does that. Says, okay, wake up, let's go up there, let's work out, produce new cells, new skin, new collagen, new elastin, and then it's like you get a cut and you see immediately your body wants to heal that, right?
Yeah.
Naturally, even if you just observe and don't put anything, it's going to heal. You're building new skin, and that's what the microneedling is doing. Microchanneling is a stamp, and I can show you. It's a bigger needle. It's this big, and I stamp it, and it goes deeper into the skin. So I do a combination of this treatment. Some areas that need some of the LED, I do the pen, and then I do the microchanneling to go deeper. And I have different stem cells, ampules that work really well to penetrate, while the fibroblast lasts about the microchannels over for about 15 minutes, and you have that time to apply everything deeper into the skin.
So you offer, Homaira, you brought her on, you offer so many different services besides yoga, when it comes to, all the different types of yoga that you offer, the facials. You have a true passion for this. How did you get started with this?
Well, since I was a girl, I never really liked in Brazil, everybody eating a lot of meat and very unhealthy things. I just said no, I always got into my vegetables and then I always exercised, and I started dancing when I was a ballet, when I was a little girl, maybe like 7 years old, 8 years old. And I, was trained in ballet. So I went to Los Angeles as a ballet dancer, hired by a dance company. And then after that, I had a very bad accident. And then I stopped. That's when I started teaching jazz dance, modern dance, ballet bar. And then later on, I got into martial arts. And just one thing just led into the other. So I did 12 years of Shotokan karate. So I'm very passionate, about the body. And I competed and I taught Shotokan also. So I'm very passionate about the body, about the health, what you put in your body. Never really had anybody telling me. I just always investigated. I always, wanted to know more of how to be pure and clean from the inside out and the outside in. It's my passion. And I want to share that with all my clients, with all beings, if I can. And, I do a lot of private lessons, but also have a free breathing meditation on Fridays at noon. So I just have it on Zoom. Whoever wants to come in to that Zoom class, I teach them different breathing exercises to increase the lung capacity and also to settle the mind and the body in mindfulness at the same place.
So how can people get in touch with you if they're interested in maybe, coming in for a facial or they want to, take a class? What's the best?
I would say come in for relaxation, unwind from all the craziness and all the stress everyone's carrying. And then I have actually been getting a little bit of acne from wearing masks. So go in there, de-stress, and then come get a facial.
Yeah, the facial, I do it on top of a biomat. The biomat is a crushed mattress of crushed amethyst and has infrared heat. Is underneath this ear. So I turn the mattress on, and at the same time that you're getting a facial, you're getting a detox for your whole body. So you have the infrared heat with the amethyst crystals and balances the negative ions in the body and also calms the mind. So I say I have lions coming in and I have lambs going out.
How can people get in touch with you? What's your phone number and your...
Yeah, you just call me, or text me. And my phone number is 561-386-6086. If you can put that there somewhere for them to see. Our website, I have a couple of websites, wisdomyogawellness.com, wisdomskincare.net. But in wisdomyogawellness.com, you can find everything there. But mainly the best way to get in touch with me directly is via text or just call. And I'm glad to talk to everybody.
Can they book online or they have to call first to book?
They will call me.
Okay.
Maybe it's better now because I'm very privately seeing people. So I can only see a certain amount of people.
Sure.
And this is my new look that I was going to show you on the facial room. So, have increased even more. So I work with a robe and I put this whole thing on my hair back, so that's my new look.
Ready for battle.
That is. Well, listen, Angela, we want to thank you for coming on and telling us all about your business. Again, folks, it's Wisdom Yoga Wellness. Where are you located again? Tell me one more time where you guys are located. In Juno Beach?
11911 US Highway 1, just North BJ. So the call of the building have changed. So when you come into this building, you have a pet shop there and you have bandstand right there, and then I'm in the courtyard. It's hidden. It's a little hidden place, but it's.
Well, I think we'll be able to find you. So check out Wisdom Yoga Wellness. Support another local business, another local woman who lives within our community, and these are the businesses that we need to continue to support. I want to thank you, Angela, for coming on today and telling us all about your business. And I may give you a call later because of my wife. That's one of her favorite things is a facial. So maybe we'll set her up.
When you go on my site, you can actually buy gift cards there. You will see the Vagaro. I have a Vagaro as a software. There's a Vagaro link there, and or you go to Vagaro. There's a link there. You will see, and there when you get into Vagaro, you just look for a gift card, and you can just send her, and then again they need to call me or text me because I can only see a certain amount of people now a week, and it has to be like that for right now.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Homaira. Thanks for setting this up, and everyone have a wonderful afternoon. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Namaste.
Namaste.